All right, Shalawam. My name is Lamont from the GMS and is there 2 camp in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalawam to all the sincere AHCHYAM, laboring in truth, sincerity. I came across this article. It's entitled "Venezuelans Protest Over Pork Shortage." Maduro blames Portugal, and basically the point of this is that you know um, first thing is first, the people of the land of Venezuela, which is like North South America, which they will be considered the tribe of Asher, is that they're Israelites, and by them being Israelites, is they have a certain covenant or a standard to uphold, by them being Israelites, which is to basically rehearse the righteous acts or to keep the commandments, right? And they're protesting over something that's not even, they're not even supposed to be eating, first and foremost. Because when you look in the book of Leviticus chapter 11, I'm gonna read it real quick. This is a Leviticus chapter 11 verse 1. It says, "And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth." And I'm going to skip to verse 7. It says, "And the swine, though he divideth the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean." All right, so it's talking about the swine, which is basically the pig. I mean, that's plain and simple. It says hog, swine, boar, swine as forbidden food. So there's is even emphasizing the fact that it's unlawful to consume swine. Though he divideth the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. Because when you look at the pig's foot, it's divided. It's not like a horseshoe type shape where it's just one hoof. It's divided, but it doesn't chew the cud, meaning it's not a vegetarian. It doesn't have the stomachs that the cow and all the other animals have from being eating vegetation. It can consume. It's a vegetarian, a carnivore, and a so like I'm sorry, well I forget the exact terminology, but it can eat meat, vegetables, and dead food. So basically, its body is set up so that it's able to consume poisonous foods and excrete, get the stuff out of it, the toxins out of its system fast, or defecate it out or whatever means or whatever, because it defecates it out. And also the pig, it has certain glands on its hoof where it can get out bacteria and all that stuff, or it's like pus comes out of it. So anyway, let me go to another scripture I just realized, Deuteronomy 14:8, because this is the point too. Deuteronomy 14:8. "And the swine, because it divideth the hoof and cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass." So, you're not supposed to even touch the pig. Slack. But this is an abomination to the Lord. The fact that Israel, would consume these things, it's an abomination to the Lord. Shit. Salakia, of their flesh, going back to Leviticus 11:7. Well, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. But anyway, I'm gonna hit this article real quick. Read some of the article. So it says hundreds to the streets in poor parts of the Caracas overnight to protest. Shortage for pork.
Nos sabotearon.
Anyway, make a long story short, I mean, everything. Brothers know what's going on in Venezuela, but for the most part, for them to be, going over the top like that for some, pork or whatever, like protesting based off of the shortage of the pork for Christmas. So it says, hundreds of Venezuelans took to the streets in poor parts of Caracas overnight to protest a shortage of pork for traditional Christmas meals and the latest symptom of social discontent during a brutal economic crisis. Um, it said President Nicolas Maduro's socialist government had promised to provide subsidized meat to Venezuelans at the end of a fourth year of recession in the OPEC nation, but in many parts it did not materialize, and frustration has boiled over. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. But I mean, the point is, like, for Israel, like everything for them to be protesting, but they're protesting over, pork. But that's been going on for a while. They had food shortages, things that they really need, which pork isn't something they really need, but they don't have it, so they're going over the top. But it's pretty straightforward. I mean, we've been hearing about this for a while. The whole thing with Venezuela and their economic position right now. Let me get this is Ezekiel 44, 23. It says, and they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause them to discern between the unclean and clean. So right now, that's our job basically when we go out to the highways and byways, is to basically teach our people, what is acceptable and what's unacceptable. And for example, this whole thing with the port, that's something that's a heathenish, that's something that the heathens would do. So I mean, that's not something, that the Israelites should even be basically, partaking in or whatever. But our people, it's like they don't know these things, and they're in the mentality of, like, it's almost like they have to have pork or something like that. You know what I mean? That's how a lot of the Northern Kingdom is. I mean, even the Southern Kingdom, out of all the meats and stuff you can eat, it's like they have to have pork. You know what I mean? It's like that's how, destroyed our people are. They don't understand that, it destroys their body and all that. Um, so this is let me go to Proverbs 14:2. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. All right, so if you're walking in uprightness, you fear the Lord, and that's pretty much the whole thing is, our people have to get the fear of the Lord, but it's not gonna. It has to be given to you. It's not like you could just kind of really cultivate it yourself, because at the end of the day, the Lord has to give it to you. And just like how when we go out to the highways and byways, we're protesting. We're standing stiffly for the name of the Most High, like the scriptures say. Give him no rest till he establish. Roughly paraphrasing, Isaiah 62:6. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that real quick. Isaiah. All right, yeah. In 7 it says, verse Isaiah 62. So like Isaiah 62 verse 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. It says, and give him, which is basically the watchman is basically a keyword for the prophets or the men that are watching out, warning our people. Putting up videos, going to the highways and byways. It said, verse 7, it says, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And that's basically what we're doing right now. We're giving our enemies no rest. I'm sorry, Salakia. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, we're giving our enemies Esau no rest, but we're crying out to the Most High to basically get us out of here. Give us the kingdom, destroy Babylon. Get our people right. That's what we're in our spirit. That's what we're crying out to the Most High. So, so that's pretty much, what is, as an Israelite, that's what you should be protesting, not, protesting for, equal rights or the Black Lives Matter movement and all that, because at the end of the day, that stuff isn't, that stuff isn't sanctioned by the Most High. This is people basically acting off of following, something that Esau set up or something that's out of their own heart, basically. This is Ezekiel 2:4. It says, for they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. It says, I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord power. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. So, our people are rebellious, but at the end of the day, when all these things come to pass and they see it or realize it, then they're going to know that a prophet had been among them. So we weren't just crazy, guys out there just talking to ourselves, in vain. They're going to know, I'm saying, that the Lord was with us, basically. All right, and with that, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to all the sincere AHCHYAM.